Video by Darius M called Women Over 35 Hitting the Wall Hard. I think I know what this is about. I haven't seen this video, just added to my videos to react to watch list or playlist. I guess just off the title itself. I mean, everything really is on an individual case-by-case basis. You can't really say for sure that this one thing is going to be the sole determining factor in the outcome of somebody's, I guess if we're talking about like relationships and getting with people. There's a lot of factors that affect these types of things. I guess a big thing that's applied to women is their fertility, the appeal and such, having kids and such, which I'm not really into all that stuff, so that stuff doesn't really matter much to me, but I guess to all sorts of people it does. So I guess we're going to see what these women have experienced when it comes to hitting the wall, which happens at, I guess, at 35 or something. Kind of sucks. Bit antithetical to the, well, connection, the substance. Shit. My friggin' setup fell. My fiber gummies. I don't know, let's just get to it. Let's see the arguments made in this, or just the things that people have to say in these videos, and we'll just have a nice bit of a goof and a gaff, have a bit of a convo about it. Probably gonna run across a lot of dumb shit, but welcome to my channel. So let's see what's going on here.
Today I learned that women hit the wall at 35 years old. So I'm about to hit the wall next year?
Never in a million years I imagine myself being single in my 40s. Never in a million years I imagine what's gonna be so hard to find someday.
You gotta dig her fucking guts out till she motherfucking busts!
I am way too young and way too hot to be working 8 to 5. I'm getting a sugar daddy. And at this point, he can get all the sugar he wants.
To those women, I say put yourself out more. Approach men. Don't wait for them to do it for you. I imagine you've kind of gotten used to that. Given your entire life, you've probably had men approaching you and giving you these opportunities. So now you got to do it yourself. I know it sucks, but welcome to a guy's world. Maybe try harder. That's my advice. You can find something, guarantee it. All sorts of dudes have the chip stacked against them for most of their life, and they have to go against the tidal wave of discouragement, shame, humiliation, discontent thrown at them just for existing. Just for trying to put themselves out there to acquire a connection or relationship. So, my advice, try harder. There you go. And then you'll realize the wall isn't real, and that's just something that you're faced with. And if the person that you're going after sees that as like, sorry dude, I don't want that, then it's like, all right, you're, again, welcome to a man's world. A lot of shit that's out of your control that people hold against you that will affect your dating prospects. So, go back to square one, try again. Try again, fail, try again, fail. And keep losing until you find something that works. This applies to everything in life, so this isn't unique to you.
Alexa, remind me that I don't need a man and men are useless. When should I remind you? Every damn day.
Assholes are nice guys.
Assholes!
Why?
Because they fuck better.
I'm a man
You don't care about that.
Okay, Jesus. First clip, the one we just saw, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's a cope, come on. Men are useless, I don't need them, remind me of that. Dude, grow up. Stop being a little baby. You've had bad experiences with all sorts of people out there. It's like, now you're using that as a blanket statement, which I understand, that's a defense mechanism. And also it's not entirely unwarranted if you've had consistently the same types of experiences with all sorts of people. It's like, you gotta keep trying if this is the thing that you want to get, right? A relationship or some type of connection. It's like, come on, dude. Grow up. Secondly, the next person. Assholes have sex better? It's like, no, you just suck at choosing. You can get good at sex by learning. Not by the experience, but by improving yourself. Making yourself more knowledgeable of how the actual act works. And if you think that that's a recurring theme with just assholes in general, it's like, dude, you just don't have good taste in dudes, and you should, I don't know, reevaluate your life decisions and your priorities, and maybe you'll stop getting fucked. You'll start getting fucked in the ways that you actually appreciate. It's dumb. Grow up, people.
You don't care about that.
I don't really care about money. I like a guy who's happy to I don't really care about his credit score.
Oh, say less.
Okay, do you think sex is a duty in marriage?
No, that's why I said they want the woman to sacrifice her sexual pleasure.
Okay, so no, yes. What about yes? Because I would say, like, if he's marrying you, he's protecting and providing. Why would you not give him sex?
No, I'm not saying I'm not giving him sex. It's just like it shouldn't be a duty. It shouldn't be like a.
Okay, if
I'll give it to you, but you can't force me.
And it's not an ownership.
But see, that's like a lack of submission, though. Because if you're submissive, you just say, okay, yeah, whenever you want, because you're the man, you're in charge.
So what if, like, I also finished at work or everything?
Nobody wants to date me. I want to date you.
Okay, firstly, yeah, just pretty things her views are rather kind of yucky poo-poo. It's like you can't just like get it right and not have crappy standards that go both ways. But on the other hand, the girl that she's talking to, it's like you're going to expect all this crap from a dude to protect, to provide, to approach you, to be confident, to fulfill his masculine frame, yada yada, while you don't reciprocate in any fashion. How about just not expect mindless crap from each other? How about we just be individuals that treat each other well? I know, it's crazy. There's this thing that you want, maybe you should talk about it with the person that you find to be important, instead of just demanding stuff, expecting people to just know, right? And through a traditional purview, if the dude's fulfilling a certain duty for your benefit, then you should do the same in reciprocation, instead of just expecting stuff. I don't agree with the traditional purview, nor the monogamous purview one way or the other. I mean, poly-monogamous, you're going to get it wrong, you're going to get screwed, you're going to fail. Every relationship fails in one way or the other, or comes to an end. So pick your poison. That's my opinion on that. But it's like, through expectation-wise, you expecting this crap, but you know, I keep using the term reciprocating, returning that. That's like, of course you're going to say that because you benefit from that, so. Her opinion's invalid. You don't listen to people like that.
I find you really attractive, and I think that we should go out. Go away.
Why do women often choose to make lists of what they want in a relationship rather than what they bring to the table?
Because they're demanding, and they think that they're the shit. When we are. We're empowered.
What?
We are.
We're the ones that get to ask.
Street. No. I think the guys should be the ones showing what they bring to the table. The women should be demanding what they want in a relationship. Does that make sense?
Well, what does a woman bring to the table?
Everything. She's a woman. Everything. She's the other half.
So the point of me making this live was basically, I realized today.
What's with the flip-flopping? The girl on the right was initially like, yeah, they just demand stuff, they're just annoying. And then the other girl's like, no, we're empowered, we're awesome, we should demand stuff and not give anything in return. You should just accept us for who we are, but we shouldn't accept you for who you are. See, when people say like that, or women say stuff like that, their opinion's invalid. They're done. Like, sorry, you've had your piece to speak, and this is the garbage that came out. So now, everything, the things that you say, the things that you feel, they're not real to me. They're just non-existent, and your opinion is worthless. That's what you do to people like that, and she deserves all the stuff that she's going to face with as a result of having these crappy standards of expecting stuff and not giving anything in return. It's very simple. Someone says something like that, oh hey, you said it straight up, now I don't have to deal with you. Now I don't have to put up with your crap. I can just move on to the next one. Now, it's clearly enough of a pervasive and consistent recurring consensus to the point where it's seriously inconvenient. And, you know, because of how many people, a lot of women who believe in that type of stuff. Not all, of course, but it's more common in certain places here or there based on the culture, the time, the values that are most dominant at a certain time and place, yada yada. And you are going to have to keep saying no, no, no to all sorts of women who say stuff like this, especially if you're living in a time and place in which these things are most prevalent. But it's like, hey man, you're going to be better off for not having to deal with that, with a parasite, because that's what that is. A parasite is a thing that siphons and gives nothing in return. I know, it's a crappy term to apply to crappy people, so keep an eye out for it and don't tolerate it. That's a good way to avoid it.
I realized today that I have nothing to offer a man. Nothing. And I feel like it took, number one, it took me 32 years to realize it, because I just found that out today. So I was today years old when I realized it. And then it took me a lot of pride swallowing to be able to admit it. I'm going to tell you why I feel the way I feel. This is not based off anyone else. This is only based off myself. But I just wanted to share it just in case it may help somebody else. I feel like I don't have anything to offer to a man because a man asked me what I had to offer him. And it was the way he asked that made me realize that I don't. He simply stated, I realize that you're single, but tell me what would I benefit from having you as my woman? Now, outside of the basics like, oh, I look nice, I can cook, I work, I didn't have nothing else to offer. And the reason I realized that I didn't is because I got to thinking about myself. And all I've been doing for so many years is just working and taking care of kids. I don't know necessarily what I'm into. So there goes hobbies.
A lot of grown men date young girls to avoid that grown woman pressure.
Hey, I mean, she has self-awareness and she's trying to take certain steps to alleviate that type of thing. She has the acknowledgement and the accountability to be like, damn, I guess, yeah, he's got a point. But also, I mean, you cook, you take care of kids. Like, that right there is something that some men may find as a priority. Not me, I don't give a shit. I mean, the cooking, that's cool. I cook as well, and I'm good at it. And that's something that I would be willing to do to the people that I get with. But granted, I have a different idea towards how I conduct myself when it comes to this facet of life. It's like I'm not getting into some ritualistic, defined relationship thing. I'm just gonna mess around and see what I like. And if I ever come to that point and I want that, then sure, I'll work towards that. And I'll define a criteria as to what I'm looking for when it comes to that. That's the cool thing. That's one of the cool things about being who I am and trying as much as I do. It's like I have plenty to offer when it comes to that. I'm a good lover. But like, it takes time to get there. It takes effort. It takes acknowledgement. It takes trial and error. So, hey, I mean, that's still something, like, granted, she figured it out a little bit late, and a lot of dudes may find that as a negative. But it's not going to single-handedly ruin it for you. You just have to keep trying. Especially as a girl, it'll be easier to acquire those interactions. You just send some texts out, try to reach out, ask for a guy number in real life. Dudes are much more graceful when it comes to rejecting, or just like, at least the ones that don't have as much of an optionality, right? The ones that do have a further degree of optionality, they're probably going to be just as crappy as your average woman who rejects people and gets a lot of offers and likes to humiliate and for their own, sense of fragile validation, stuff like that. But that's something right there. Cool. This lady's taking the right steps in the right direction. Can't fault her for that. Especially given, like, there's something that motivates her mindset up to this point for her to not even consider what she has to offer in return, right? That's clearly a coordinated mindset that was probably hounded into her brain from her environment, from her upbringing, from the way she's been treated in her life, right? She's never had to pose that as a potential prospect of hers that she needs to afford in reciprocation of the relationship or the gestures that dudes make in order to get with her, stuff like that. That's better than nothing. So, especially in a environment filled with exclusively trash, that's good. That's a positive. So, very cool.
Grown men date young girls to avoid that grown woman pressure. See, every man want to believe that he's an alpha man until it's time to do what alpha men do, like provide, protect, produce. So when that grown woman put pressure on that wannabe alpha man, who's usually a weak man, he runs to a weaker woman. The woman that he can control her mind, the woman that self-esteem is low, the woman he can manipulate, use, and abuse. Yes, that woman. See, ladies, you could be too much for a man. You could be too independent. You could be too accomplished. You could be too established. You could be too confident that you have to send that man back to the basic women that they're comfortable with.
Here we go again, guys. Another post-wall woman who has hit the wall hard. She's frustrated and angry because she can't compete in the dating game. She's priced herself out of the market. And now she's trying to shame other men and say, the reason why you don't want to give me your time, your commitment, your resources, your validation is because I'm too confident for you. Because I'm too established, because I'm too intelligent, I have all these different things going on for myself, and you want a woman who's weak, who's younger than me that you can control. No. See, men want a submissive, fun, friendly woman. We don't want to go out and work all day, especially as we get older, and come home to a woman who's angry and frustrated, who has a negative attitude towards her, and who's just really mad at life. And she's like, well, I'm pretty much settling down with you. She looks like a witch, to be honest with you. She has gray hair. Just imagine you waking up to her every single moment of the day. That's not fun, is it? So this is why men say, man, I'm not dealing with a woman my age. I've worked hard. I've done everything I was supposed to do. I've became successful. Why would I be with a woman who's basically had a lot of different things happen to her in her life? Who's not really with me because she likes me. It's because she feels like she's settling for me. So men want to be with women, and they will always favor women who are younger. 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 years younger is because they're more fun. Men value looks and fertility and beauty. Women value success and stability. So as that man gets older, as he climbs the corporate ladder, as he does everything he's supposed to do, he makes all his money, starts his business, he'll say, man, I'm getting with a woman who's attractive and younger because I deserve this. Just like you women think that, oh, I deserve these different things because I'm just a woman. Guess what? Men put in time and effort and energy. And he doesn't have to commit and settle down with a woman who's past her prime.
I one time left the guy because he was so boring. You know when you know...
Hey, halfway through the video, Darius, you actually share your opinion. Few things about that. She's also shaming other women, the women that the guys end up choosing with, which it sounds, yes, she sounds very toxic and bitter from her own personal experiences. Like, that's kind of on her. Maybe you should choose dudes that, I don't know, aren't all those things that you presume that they are to be, or you've seen them to be in your experience. There's a lot of dudes out there that aren't like that. Also, Darius, speak for yourself, dude. I don't have that same standard purview when it comes to what I expect from somebody else that I'm getting with. Age, personally, for me, isn't a huge deal breaker, isn't the submissiveness. It's like, I don't, if I want a woman to do what I tell her to do, not really. I want a woman who's not garbage, who doesn't have a bunch of emotional baggage, who, like, I can have an intelligent, quality, meaningful conversation with. Someone who I don't view my potential, like, my people who I'm in relationships with as like a thing that serves a purpose to benefit me. I would like to get some value out of the connection, the interaction, the funness, and just because a woman's older doesn't mean that she isn't able to do those things. It's just women like that, the one that was complaining and is bitter and is just, you know, trying to shame men and so that she can feel better about her garbage decisions and how she conducts herself as an individual in regards to relationships. Like those people, those people, their opinions are invalid and you shouldn't heed them, right? But I don't know, everyone has their own particular preferences when it comes to that. Yeah, I don't even... There's a lot to that. There was a lot that was said there. Like climbing the corporate ladder, coming home to somebody who isn't garbage. It's like, firstly, that's not going to be a part of my life, being part of a shit fuck job to make exponential passive income for people who don't give a crap about me, to come home to my crappy, you know, nuclear family home just so I can fulfill a role. It's like, no thank you, that's not me. Don't want to be father, don't want to be a husband. I'm good. My life's mine. And you could, and the women that I come across who I come across will, if they expect stuff from me, right? Oh, I want you to commit to me. I want this or that. It's like, then you're not going to be part of my life. You're not going to be part of the ride. You're just going to be another random person that I interact with, and it won't go any further than that. But yeah, so yeah, people like that who are really bitter, it's like, it's clearly a result of her experiences, which it's like, lady, even still, you're in a better position than your average dude. You can sit here and still demand and expect stuff from dudes at the end of it, because that's what you've been afforded your whole life. You've never had to put yourself out there. You've never had to challenge yourself. You've never had to approach. You've never had to face the potential of rejection and humiliation in order to acquire just an outlet of intimacy. You had all these things afforded to you, and the ones that you've chosen to get with were all of those things. Not to say that she was wrong about those things. I don't have any context to that, but like, I believe her when she says that, and at the end of the day, that's her fault. Choose better people, especially if you're the one who gets to pick and choose the ones that are coming out to get you. Maybe learn how to vet. Maybe spend some time to get to know these people. Maybe, like, I don't know, you yourself should afford some value as well instead of just demanding stuff. It's a crazy, crazy concept. I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. But like, yeah, no sympathy for that lady. It's like she can just keep living her sadness and anger, wallowing in her sadness and anger, and just continue to fail. That's fine. Who cares? You shouldn't care.
So boring. You know when you know that they're not going to bring any drama to your life?
So you want drama?
Wait. You guys like drama, don't lie. You know, I had so much drama.
You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
I had so much to tell and so much much drama happening, or I can fish drama from somewhere. And I'm like, and he was not toxic. He was like a normal guy. Like, no, I'm just normal, you know. And I was like, no, you can't just be normal.
You're not looking for drama, you're looking for excitement.
Guys, I'm gonna be 40 in 40 days.
Garbage, that's what that is. Now you know what to avoid. if women are saying that and they say, oh, hey, I'm just fishing for it, I'm trying to create problems. It's like, go create problems somewhere else. How about that? Go get with people who will reciprocate that and give you that stupid ass excitement. Because you can have excitement without being garbage. It's a crazy concept, I know. You can have fun. You can still like live a wild life and not be a garbage person. I know it's a crazy concept. So these women, yeah, never feel any sympathy for them. They're just dumb. And they deserve all the stuff that happens to them as a result of their crappy decisions, their crappy priorities in life. So that's on them. At least now you know what to avoid.
40 days. So what is your best turning 40 advice? What is something that I can do in the next 40 days that's going to be memorable? Like, I am terrified of turning 40. I'm not that old. Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry for taking the Lord's name in vain. Any advice?
Let's ask Julie a question.
Ask me a juicy, like dripping wet.
I got it. Tell me your kinks.
The spitting in the mouth.
Like after you eat tacos and shit?
No, I definitely make him brush his teeth.
Yeah. Do you brush your teeth though?
I do.
Okay.
My type is definitely Asian.
Hey, get over here! Get over here! Like a dark Asian or a light skin Asian?
I honestly don't matter as long as it's the baby face. He's like, if I could just spit in his mouth right now?
Then do it. Give him a kiss.
Open your mouth.
Not because it's a soul attaching shit.
I'm only 17, sorry.
Rejected.
This is for all you feminists that give men hell every day. I am done.
That's gross. And I'm not kink shaming you. It's just like, don't strangers on the fucking street and you're talking about not to say you can't have these types of conversations, but it's like, what the fuck? She's a goddamn open book. You just approach her with anything, she'll tell you. Goddamn. Just gather the info. Just research. Be like, damn, is this gonna be a problem? Oh man.
Done. I used to be one of you, now I'm against you. You're always nagging and complaining about something, trying to tear men down for no reason, lying, playing the victim. I'm sick of you and I know the guys are sick of you too. They just can't say it, so I will. All of this feminist stuff is a lie, it's a scam, and I'm literally making it my life mission to bring submissiveness back. It's not okay to scream and yell at men. All of you feminists, y'all can have that because you're miserable and a lot of you all are mean and you're ugly to people, and I don't want to have any parts of that. I want to be able to live my life and I want to be a wife and a mom, and I know that makes you all gag, so get ready to gag some more. All you guys do is sit up and complain about men who don't even want you anyway. To me, it's very evil and it's demonic.
Last time I was single, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now...
I like that. At the end of the day, just don't be a bad person. It's crazy. Be decent to people. Don't just be entitled and demanding and narcissistic and egotistical and entitled and self-absorbed and hate people. Hate men in particular just because you've had bad experience with them and you have a bunch of crappy preconceived notions as to how you believe they should conduct themselves around you and how they should treat you. It's like, also like with the submissiveness, right? Like, everyone has their own idea as to what that means. The way I see it is, I don't know, easy to get along with, easy to interact with, easy to cooperate with, not like just demanding and shitty. Because it's like, you can still like be able to stand up for yourself and still be able to like have disagreements and such without being a bad person. It's like people just can't get this stuff right. They have to like make up a bunch of crap as to what all this crap entails. It's like, come on. Like I said, I'm not really looking for a woman to do all the shit that I want her to do. I just, you know, interact with somebody who treats me well, who I can trust, who's decent, who's like intelligent, who's funny, who has stuff going for them, all those things. It's like, yeah, It's just, yeah, it's dumb. There's a lot of stupid shit out there, and these are the people that you'd be interacting with for the most part when you go out there. So it's like, I don't know, change your environment, change the people that you're interacting with. Try to get away from crap like this, because a lot of it is curated. A lot of it is social stigmas and impressions and influence, all that stuff. It sucks, man. It really sucks.
Now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
You're telling me I let a 6'3" tatted up gym bro with a nicotine addiction who's divorced at 25 and has a little one play me? I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm not resentful. Honestly, I'm just disappointed in myself because I should have known better. The signs were there. There were red flags everywhere.
I just wanted to let y'all know I will officially be hitting the wall in a few days. Now, I had already hit the wall when I turned 30, but I'm officially hitting it at 35 in a few days. And per red pill, I am leftovers and don't no man want me. So therefore, I will be embracing my down alone era with my dog Brody.
So this guy asked me to hang out with him, and he asked me to like go to his house and like hang out there, and that's it. So I feel like I deserve a little bit more than that, you know, a little bit of wine and dine, you know?
Gross. Red flag right there. She's sharing her dumbass opinion on the internet. Really, guy just like called me up and asked just to interact, to come over to his place and just talk, shoot the shit. No, I deserve everything. I'm amazing. Me, expectation, entitlement, more stuff. You do stuff for me. Shut up. You get nothing. You deserve nothing. How about, I don't know, afford some value, be a decent person, be intelligent, be capable, have substance, be able to have a conversation with somebody. Don't just expect them to do crap for you just because you expect it. It's like, shut your goddamn mouth. Your opinion's invalid.
You know? Prettier than just a house visit, right?
Cool. So, yeah, big takeaway. Keep an eye out for these things. Just observe, witness, see the ways that if you're a dude and you're into women, observe, see the way that they conduct themselves, see the things that they say. Also, on your side, right, don't just also expect and demand stuff, right? You should expect basic decency and for them to be like an intelligent, quality person. And of course, when it comes to your own preferences, you should also have some degree of expectation for that, but have a little bit of wiggle room, unless, of course, they show these garbage signs, then it's like, all right, immediately, done. Not my problem. Get away from that. But like, yeah, as long as you know what to look out for, as long as you're paying attention. Like that girl, right? The tatted up 6'3" guy with a kid, divorced, all that stuff. How she was angry and resentful and all those things, but at least at the most important thing that she took away from that was she was disappointed in herself. She didn't hold herself to a better standard. Why did you let that guy play you? Because he just elicited intense feelings from you. She was able to acknowledge that at the end of the day. Good on you, dude. Honestly. Most people they just getting, oh, it wasn't me. I had nothing to do with the guy, with choosing the person to get with this person, even though I'm the one that chose it. He approached me. He most definitely was the guy who approached you. And you enabled it by accepting him versus all those other guys that you reject. All because of your stupid vanity. All because of superficiality. That's it. It's good that she had some self-awareness at the end of it, but still no sympathy for her. It's like, grow up. Have better standards. Be a more intelligent person, more capable person. Anyways, cool.